Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Jacobs, professional storm responders. I'm going to come back on this morning. There has been a little bit of a change here in the current uh, winter weather slash severe weather situation that'll be unfolding from tonight into Monday morning. As you can see on the radar, a lot of warnings out there. Um, some of these are what's happening now, and some of these are going to be what is going to happen. Let's do this really quick. As you can see, a band of snow is going to start working its way in. It's going to be a twofold event here, but we'll start with the winter weather. This is all going to make its way over to the Ohio area soon. And with that, we're going to go ahead and move over here really quick. You can see that a lot of places in Indiana and Ohio, mainly I-70 corridor south, have the potential to see a lot of snow over the next few days. We'll highlight some of the areas here. Places like the Dayton area can see up to 7.8 inches, where Cincinnati on a band over to Parkersburg, West Virginia can see maybe near or up to a foot of snow. On the backside of this, or south of where we're looking now, I should say, if this will load here, you'll see that for the most part in Ohio, we're not going to have to deal with a whole lot of freezing rain, but in Kentucky, down into extreme northern Tennessee, and some areas here like Portsmouth, over into West Virginia, can see some freezing rain. But let me do this so you can get a better idea of where the worst of that is going to be. Like I said, it's going to be more of a threat for freezing rain here near Lexington, Evansville, Indiana, Carbondale, Illinois, back into Missouri. Paducah can see a little bit of freezing rain, and then like Clarksville, Tennessee. So north of Cincinnati north should be good on the freezing rain, but that's where the heaviest snow is going to be. And then we're going to be dealing with a lot of freezing rain as well. And then, like we talked about yesterday, there is that potential for some severe weather. Stick with me here for a second. I apologize. As I get something set up here. But like I said, this is going to be a twofold event, as they have increased. Sorry about that. They have increased the threat for severe weather for tomorrow, and now there is an enhanced risk that includes places like Jackson, Mississippi, Monroe, Louisiana, Greenville, Mississippi, Vicksburg, Mississippi, and Clinton, Mississippi. So a lot of area there. 1,195,539 people are under the enhanced risk for tomorrow. They have moved that slight risk into Texas a little more. It does include Beaumont down into Louisiana, which, speaking of Louisiana, you're in our thoughts and prayers with the unfortunate event, the terrorist attack that happened on New Year's morning. Definitely thinking about all of you, and hope that you stay safe moving forward. Hopefully nothing like that happens. So thoughts and prayers out to the victims and the victims' families of the New Orleans terrorist attack. But back to weather here. So tornado chance. There is a 5% chance from that line near Beaumont all the way up through Jackson, Mississippi, just to name a couple of the bigger cities. Baton Rouge, Shreveport, York, and that as well, which 5%, for those of you who are kind of new to the weather and say, well, 5% is low, but when you were talking about tornadic activity, it's actually kind of a big number when you're talking about the threat for tornadic activity tomorrow. As you can see, wind is going to be the main threat, with a 30% chance of damaging wind, 50 knots or greater. That includes Jackson, Monroe, Louisiana, Alexandria, Louisiana, Greenville, Mississippi, Vicksburg, Mississippi. So, on this northern side here, we're going to have all this freezing rain and snow through this part. On the back side, there's going to be severe weather, which means, and then the hail. Let me quickly go over the hail risk before I get into that. A 5% chance for hail for a lot of the same places that have the tornadic threat. With that being said, that means there's a lot of volatility and a lot of instability within this storm, which means there's a lot of energy that not only is going to create a significant snow ice event for parts of Kentucky, into Ohio, Indiana, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, but the energy is ripe with the Gulf air or the Gulf moisture coming into inland here, being pulled up from this system with the instability, which, for those of you who don't know, we'll switch back over here really quick. We'll do this super quick here. We'll just use the most unstable cape for tomorrow. As you can see, cape values are not going to be super high. You know, for a lot of these places, maybe hitting the thousands. Well, here's a couple of pockets of heavier instability, 2,500 in some places. Winter weather needs a lot less CAPE, which is convective available potential energy, which is just a fancy way of saying, is the atmosphere ripe for severe weather? But in the wintertime, you need a lot less CAPE values to be able to have the development for supercell thunderstorms. So let's play this out. You can see all this stuff moving eastward. We got 1,200 CAPE values, which is more than enough once again in the wintertime to produce very volatile supercell thunderstorms, which can lead to tornadoes. Look at the supercell composite just to see what the supercell composite's showing here. And this is going to be for Sunday if I haven't said that. But you can see, I think I saw 13 in there. Yeah, 13, 12, which is in the middle on the scale of them thinking the chance for the development of supercell thunderstorms. And with supercell thunderstorms, that's where you get your tornadoes from. And we're just going to check out here. 2.4 on the SIGTOR, the significant tornado parameters, which once again in the wintertime is actually a pretty solid number to have. So once again, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, if you are in those areas on Sunday, please stay weather aware because the development for supercells or tornadoes are very likely. We'll do this really quick. We'll do one more thing here. So this is going to kind of show timing here and when we can expect things. So here we are at 5 p. Central Time. Looks like everything is going to happen between about 7 into Monday morning. This is all Central Time here. So this appears like it may be a nocturnal event too, which makes this even more dangerous. So if you are, once again, in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, please stay extra weather aware. If you are north of these places, northern Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, in southern Indiana, over into Pennsylvania, West Virginia, make sure you are staying weather aware if you have to be out and doing things with the ice and the snow event that's going to unfold on the north end of this system. Just wanted to make sure that we updated it once again. They have upgraded this storm system to now include an enhanced risk for parts of Mississippi, Louisiana, and a slight risk for places in Texas and Arkansas, as well as a large part of Mississippi. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here at 6:30 a.m. on the 4th of January. Once again, if anything changes, we'll be sure to make another video or go live. Whatever we need to do to keep you up to date on the current weather situation about to unfold here in the next 12 to 36 hours. Matthew Jacobs, Professional Storm Responders. Make sure to follow us on all forms of social media. Here on Facebook, also on X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And as always, stay weather aware.